So the Lord ain't come back to save them. You know, it makes sense.
Like
because of the scriptures. Go ahead.
You talk a black man kill a cop, Cajun a black man, they give him life prison when he kills white cop and everything. You know, they give him life because he's a first class citizen. Because this is a white man's world. You know, that's what it is.
That's right. That's right.
And of all the cattle that are made, thou hast provided thee one sheep.
Yep.
And all the multitudes of peoples, thou hast gotten thee one people.
Yeah. Out of all the people of the earth, God only has one chosen people, and that's the people on this side, right? Those are the special people of the Lord. All right, that's it. Nobody else.
White judge in the court system. This is a fucking white court system. Between the black man and the Spanish man.
You ain't trying to put up a prayer, are you? I said, you ain't trying to put up a prayer, are you? Because I'll beat you too.
And unto this people whom thou lovest, and thou gavest a law that is approved of all.
Yeah, and the Lord loved us, and He gave us the law. Okay? We're the ones under the law, and the Lord's only coming to save them under the law. Who's under the law? God's chosen people.
Not the impossible, not the
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Now, O Lord, why hast thou given this one people over unto many? And upon the one roof hast thou prepared others. And why hast thou scattered thy only one people among many?
All right, go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead, Ak. What do we got over there?
All right. This is Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth.
Verse 20.
Verse 20. He has put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Read that again.
He has put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Now, we were at peace with him. We were at peace with the so-called white man before he brought us over here to cargo slave ships. We were at peace with him. We were minding our own business. All right? And then you had that devil, Christopher Columbus, came down to the islands, okay? Central and South America, and did the same thing to the Indians in the islands. We were minding our own business, doing our own thing, and they just started slaughtering us and killing us. So read that again. So who does this prophecy fit?
Yeah, but in actuality, they were slaves even with their own people before.
He has put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
You talking about this?
white devil.
You talking about this?
When they came over and they
You talking about when they came over from Africa? When they came over from Africa?
Weren't they doing that?
No, the Africans are not our people. The Africans have nothing to do with Israelites. We're not African.
Africa,
As a matter of fact, there's a book by Alexander Hislop, right? From Babylon to Timbuktu, okay? And it'll tell you the black Jews fled into Egypt to blend in with the Africans.
Okay, yeah, somebody's got to get there.
Okay? And then they rounded us up because Africans knew who we were. If you go to Africa and you ask an African if their nationality or heritage ever served slavery, you know what they're going to tell you?
No, right? No. Right, exactly, okay.
So they took us, rounded us up, and sold us to the so-called white man, and then in return they brought us over here in cargo slave ships. And they did the same thing to the Taino and Native American Indians, because they killed the women.
Native America, I know, man. It's ridiculous.
Your father's side?
My mother's side. My father's side is Jewish.
What do you mean Jewish? Like a so-called Jew?
From Israel.
Okay, well, then he's not a Jew, man. Get Revelations 2 and 9. If your mother,
they follow the culture of Judaism.
Like following the culture has nothing to do with actually being one. You know what I'm saying?
Judaism,
Right.
If they're Russian Jews, they're Jews.
No, they're not.
Alright, if you want to
You gotta be a Jew by blood.
Like
What made Christ a Jew? What made Christ a Jew? What made Christ a Jew?
Jerusalem.
That's like saying you're American. That's like saying you're Chinese just because you were born in China.
Exactly. So you're Chinese if you're born in China?
Yeah.
That's citizenship. That's not nationality.
Right.
That has nothing to do with bloodline.
But I understand that. I know. But
So then what are you talking
all
about?
I'm trying to say is the bloodline is.
So, but what you're not realizing is the word Judah,
Right.
okay, or Jew, which is an abbreviation for the term Judah,
Right,
is
right.
a people, not a place. It's a people before it's a place.
It's not a religion either.
It's not a
Well,
religion.
yeah. See, that's what I understand. Why? Because I mean, I'm not coming at this like I
First
know.
of all,
I'm coming at this like I
but
don't know.
Christ wasn't born in Jerusalem. He was born in Bethlehem.
Right. Okay. So what makes? Why do they say that Jesus is a Jew then? What's?
Because his forefather was a Judite. That's the correct term.
Judite?
Yeah, through blood, not land, through blood. The land don't make you who you are. It's what your forefather is. Job 8 and 8. Somebody
Yeah,
get me.
I
And get second Maccabees.
Yeah, you know, thanks. I had a
All right, I appreciate that.
Good out, man. Thanks, guys.
No problem. Yeah.
Hebrews 7 verse 14, for it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
So it's evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah. Why is it evident? Because his forefather, man. He came out of the line of David. What was David? David was a Judite. Solomon was a Judite. Joseph was a Judite. Okay, because Christ had a physical father. His physical father was Joseph. Now, he said that he was Native American on his mother's side. Well, guess what? You are not a Native American. You are what your father is. So we're going to read to you what you are. We're going to read to you what you are. Before anyone pulls anything else, get Revelations 2 and 9 so we can cut that. You know,
Revelations 2 and 9.
I give brothers the right hand. I give enemies the left, all right? So I gave him the left, because he's on the left-hand side of the world, right? Now, read. Revelations 2 and 9.
Revelations 2 and 9. I know thy works in tribulation.
That's talking about us. Okay? Tribulation means troublesome times, and that's what our people are going through. Them Jews are not going through troublesome times, right? They own everything, they got everything. So the hell with them. Go ahead.
And poverty.
And we're in poverty. The fucking Jews ain't in poverty. You fucking serious? You know? The fucking Jews are not in poverty, man. Besides, guess what? We're the real Jews anyways. Alright? Go ahead.
But thou art rich.
And how are we rich? We're rich in knowledge. Because the Lord is the one dealing with us in the scriptures.
And I know the blasphemy.
He knows the what?
The blasphemy.
One more time.
The blasphemy
Of what?
of them which say they are Jews.
Now the only people claiming to be Jews are the Europeans. That's right. Living in the land of Israel.
So-called.
Okay? Exactly. So-called Jews. Because they're not the real Jews.
So-called Europeans.
They're really, so-called Europeans too. They take everybody's heritage. They want everybody's heritage but their own. Being the damn capable, right? Read it again.
I know the blasphemy
Yep.
of them which say they are Jews,
Go ahead.
and are not,
But what?
but are the synagogue of Satan.
So his father is Satan, which makes him Satan. All right?
They got these churches,
Which makes him the devil, all right?
they got the church down Northeast Philadelphia, like I said earlier, which is called a synagogue church of the imposter Jews, where they go and pray at.
That's right. That's
So
right.
they're
That's right. They're the only ones praying in synagogues.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
They call that. It's obvious. Listen, synagogue church down Northeast Philadelphia, and then it's synagogue of Satan.
That's right. Hey, that's right. That's it.
It's obvious right there.
That's right. All right, y'all got something. Bring it out.
What? Should I go back to Psalms?
They're exposed.
Yeah, bring out Psalms. And then you can break it down. All right?
Psalms 55 and 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Right, I'll tell you, so he put forth his hands against such that be at peace with him. Okay? So when we were over in the western interiors of Africa, after we fled Roman persecution around 70 AD, we fled to the western interiors of Africa, okay? And we didn't have any conflicts with the so-called white man. But yet, the Arabs and the so-called white man rounded us up and sold us into slavery. Okay? Drop some.
He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
That's talking about the so-called white man's contracts, you know?
That's right.
And every contract that the so-called white man made with the Gad and Reuben, they broke. Every single one. So it means he's broken the covenant.
All them treaties. God.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
I mean, when he speaks, it sounds good, you know? But behind his words is deceit.
But war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
War, and that's what they want. They want the war with the so-called North American Indians.
Matter of
They
fact.
destroyed, I think, over 70 million Native Americans, which are from the tribe of Gad. Okay.
Right there. Right here's the white devil drawing out his dagger, man.
And rape the Indian woman, the Spanish woman.
That's right.
That's why in the black
And then
race.
raped all women, like you said.
That's why in the black race you have black race is really brown. You know,